What's going on, y'all? It's CT with my Panthers Steelers recap. Just ended about an hour ago. I was going to do it tomorrow, but I said fuck it. Might as well do it now while my thoughts are fresh. And I got some shit to say. Um, I basically want to rant right now, is what it comes down to. And let me go ahead and get one thing out of the way for Steelers fans who are watching this. Congrats, you all won the game. And you had a good game plan on both sides of the ball, and they executed it perfectly, pretty much. And you bounced back when in a game that not many people thought you had a chance to win on the road. You know it. It was impressive on their behalf. If you're gonna look at it from that perspective. But that's basically it. Congratulations. Good luck rest of the year. Now, the rest of the video is basically going to be between me and Panther fans, and it's going to be about us. So, if you're not interested in that, I suggest clicking away from this video right now. Basically, what the hell was that game? The entire game, except for the first drive on defense and offense. What the hell happened? I don't have an explanation for it. I really don't. The first drive, Steelers get the ball first. They get a couple first downs, and then we get the ball back to our offense and drive the ball all the way down the field. And at that point, if we were going to be a really good team who actually has a chance to possibly win the NFC and go maybe even win the NFC South and get into the playoffs, based on what I saw tonight. That's at a point where you got to put the ball in the end zone. You have to do it, and it goes on everyone. It's not just Cam, and that's another thing. Everything is not Cam's fault. Every time this team loses, it's not Cam Newton's fault. Football is a team game. There's a lot of players that have to do with this thing. He's not Tony Romo. He's not throwing picks, to give away the game at the end. That's not what's happening here. There's a lot of issues in this that happen in this game. Uh, but but basically you have to score a touchdown in that position. You have to. I mean, if you score a touchdown on that drive, it's an entirely different game. Entirely different game. Who knows what happens after that? Who knows? Um, Byron Bell could not block worth a shit. Our offensive line was just getting bulldozed tonight. Absolutely bulldozed by not a great defensive line, guys. I mean, not nearly as good as the defensive line we played last week. They held up much better against Detroit than they did in this game. This game it didn't make any sense. Like, they just weren't ready to play, it seemed like. On both sides of the ball. The defense, what the hell happened? What was up with all these? Le'Veon Bell's a good running back, but what the hell was going on with all these wide open holes? On that, am I the only one on that? It was once we were coming back, we were already down, and we were down by 10, and it was like second and like 22 or something like that, and they had the ball like deep inside their own territory, and they bust off that long run, like 80 yards. Am I the only one whose jaw like literally dropped to the floor when that happened? I couldn't believe it. I could not believe I just saw that. That is so uncharacteristic of this defense. But man, like there were so many things that happened in this game that are so uncharacteristic of our team. The muff punt. I mean, Philly Brown. I mean, yeah, he's a rookie returning punts in the NFL. So, but man, you don't see that. You haven't been seeing that from this team. Stuff like that has been what's happening to our opponents, not us. And we didn't force any turnovers tonight. That's a big difference between this game and the past two games. And what was the deal with the secondary? Mainly Antoine Cason and Benet Benwickery, who was matched up on Antonio Brown many times, which is a bad matchup for us. And They will not turn around and look for the ball. You have to do that. You're going to either A, not know where the ball is, and the receiver you're guarding is going to catch the ball, or they're going to throw a flag on you. And pass interference in the NFL is bullshit because it gives them the ball wherever the penalty happened at. So that's absolute. I've never liked that call because if it's like a ticky tack pass interference, you can get it could be like a 90-yard fucking pass interference. Like a penalty should never be that big. Absolutely ridiculous. Uh, but that's irrelevant now. You got to turn around and look for the ball. I don't know why that's such a problem for the secondary right now. It was in this game. It wasn't really the first couple games, but it was in this game. The tackling wasn't great at all. Um, and oh yeah, our defense is not the same. I've been trying to tell people this, and no one's really been talking about this. I don't know why. Our defense is not the same without Greg Hardy. It's not. He's a huge part of our defense, man. Huge part. And just keep that in mind as we continue the rest of our season. He's a huge part of our defense. We really need to get him back. Ray Rice fucked us on that one, and whoever released that video, that was just bad luck for us, really, because there was nothing was ever going to come of that until that happened. Jericho Cotchery didn't play tonight. That didn't help at all. Receivers are not getting good enough separation. That's another thing. But everyone wants to blame Cam, and Cam's not even healthy right now. I think we saw that tonight. Very limited mobility. He doesn't want to run the ball, and when he does try to move around in the pocket or scramble out of the pocket, he does it. I want to say kind of hesitantly, and he's not himself. He's just not himself is basically what it comes down to. So you count all that crap. Oh, and penalties. What was with the penalties tonight? So many penalties, costly penalties that killed us. That field goal, that who jumps off sides on a field goal? Come on, like so many uncharacteristic things in this game. And there was a lot of big plays that got negated on offense and pass interference calls. It was just a complete catastrophe, self-destruction by the Carolina Panthers in this game. Man, we got our asses kicked by a team that we are better than. Think about that. We got our asses kicked by a team that we are better than. How does that happen? Well, we saw how it happens. It's just basically do everything wrong and you will get your asses kicked by anyone in the NFL. And I believe we would have lost regardless who we were playing tonight. I really do. I don't think we'd have been playing Jacksonville and we got our asses kicked probably. They're showing it now. That play where they scored and they said their receiver stepped out. I don't even know if he did. Because Melvin White wasn't fucking paying attention to the ball, turning around, facing the stands. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't understand what the hell happened to this team tonight, but I'm not hitting the panic button. I'm just ranting about this game specifically. I don't think this season is fucked or anything like that. It was just one night that this happened. I don't expect to see this next week in Baltimore. But it's going to be a tough game. But we will not see this team in Baltimore. Hope Cam's not hurt. I don't even know. They were hitting him literally after every play, whether it's legally or illegally. And they had a lot of players injured in this game as well. And as Jonathan Stewart, what's the deal with him? He was starting to look so good, and he gets hurt again. It appeared. We got no running backs right now. No receivers. I didn't think I thought D'Angelo was going to play in this game. And I didn't even know Cotchery wasn't going to play in this game until right before. And I think was Olsen questionable coming into this game? So I think someone told me, or was it Benjamin? It may have been both of them. Hell, I don't know what the hell happened over the past week with this team. I really don't. Absolutely pitiful. Turn around. Godly. It's laughable. This game was actually laughable. My God. But that's all. That's all I gotta say right now. Uh, I'll still have a preview of the. I'll still be here all year, regardless of what happens. By the way, and I will have a preview probably tomorrow or the next day for the Baltimore game. But y'all take it easy. Keep pounding. I'll see y'all later.